on, wait a second, where's the TV? Because in my house, we have a TV in every room. We have a fire stick in every room. Wi-Fi runs my house.
Right.
My kids are plugged in almost 24/7, which they should not be. But that's pretty much what it is. So from going from my normal to
their
to
normal.
her normal, right? And in a couple of days, it was a little shocker, but it allowed me to sit in my own thoughts, to deal with myself. And at the time when I was visiting her, it was my anniversary anyway. So for me, and for those that don't know, and this is a whole different thing, I don't want to get too off subject, but for those that don't know, my husband passed away this year, and we didn't get to make it to our first anniversary. So I was saying shout out to Brooke because she kind of helped me out that weekend.
Right.
I went and spent the weekend of the 23rd of September in Atlanta with her. And so just being there, being with my thoughts, being able to just soak in the moment and just be me, unapologetically.
And not worried about how somebody looks.
Not worried about how I look. Not worried about how I'm gonna
or the
deal
kids.
With the day. Not worried about the kids. Just allowing to breathe. A lot of times, folks don't do that. I have another cousin that goes every now and then. She'll get a hotel room, and she says, "I just want to be naked and walk around the hotel room all day." And it's nothing sexual. It's nothing about it. It's just a freeing moment of just being with just myself, so I can keep my own sanity. And I was like, you know what? I'm kind of envious of that. Because it's a lot of times we don't give ourselves that space to just breathe.
Yeah. Well, I can see that.
Mm-hmm.
I think the next self-care, self-love segment, I think we should talk about that a little bit. Yeah, I think we should talk about that, touch on that a little bit more. Absolutely. So for those who are just tuning in, thank you for tuning in to Meeting in the Ladies Room. KY Radio on Power 106.3 FM. We are talking self-care, self-love, and the topic for this particular segment was mental health and adult fun. And so we've talked about some of the stigmas, some of the guilt trips we give ourselves. We've really touched on women and why we operate sometimes the way we operate. So now we're going to kind of go into women and men and talking about the adult fun part of it all. So I'm going to spin it and give you some situationals.
Okay.
You ready?
Let's go.
Okay, so for all of those who know what I do, Meeting in the Ladies Room Fantasy Pepper Party Series is my Ladies Night Out event company. So we do Ladies Night Out events here in Louisville. We travel, we do all of that. And I find that a lot of women feel guilty for wanting to attend these events, even though they are very far in between. I found that there are women who have said to me, if I attend your events, I'm going to come home and my stuff's going to be on the curb. I've had people who have said that they feel like it's cheating. I have had people say that they felt it was something disrespectful to their mate or partner or whoever. Or that, I can't really afford a ticket because I can use that money to do something for my kids. What would you talk about? All the things we just talked about. What as begin to talk. She is a whole therapist out here, y'all. A whole therapist. And she is debuting her radio show in November. Begin to Talk Radio. Thursday night, 7 p.m. here on Power 106.3. You like how I turned that all back around, don't you?
Way back. Thank you.
All the way back around. What would you say to women who say that? Or say those things?
Those are all different scenarios.
Yes.
So for the woman that says that she feels like she is cheating.
Yes.
Her husband.
Or that it's disrespectful.
Or that it's disrespectful. I would challenge her values, and I would first say, okay. So what is it about what we do here that is disrespectful? What is it? Is it the fact that you're taking time away from your husband that's disrespectful? Is it the fact that you're taking time away from your family that's disrespectful? Or is it the content in which we do, which is just regular adult fun, that's disrespectful.
Okay.
So I would kind of put that back onto them and ask them, okay, what is it here?
Well,
because they'll stop. And
Well,
think.
I'm gonna give you what I usually say. I'm like, but we have the red light district on 7th Street, and they can go there 7 days a week and look at any and everything they want to look at, and still come home to you. So why can't you do that every blue moon?
Right.
I'm just saying that's just my value on it.
Right.
Not saying that I'm asking anybody to be disrespectful or do anything that's gonna upset their marriage, but I guess my thing is I can prove that I have husbands who purchase their wives, their girlfriends tickets because they're like, man, she come home, it's on the cracking, and she's refreshed, she's excited, like she came home at the end of the night. There was no escapades, there was no nothing that went down. My ladies come, they have a good time, they go home.
Yes.
And that's it.
Yes.
And I guess there's this
rejuvenated.
stigma. Yeah, and there's this stigma that people seem to think coming to my type of events that, oh, they got to be chasing after these entertainers, or they're going to go out of town and they're going to, I guess, cheat. Like, I'm like, I guess it turns into, are these ladies prone to, are you prone to cheating? Are you prone to being disrespectful?
Right.
What is it that you're doing that is a trust thing?
I think that's a multitude of things. I think that's that, and then it may be just a trust thing on one end, and then on the other end, it may be that they don't necessarily think that they're going to get the approval from their mate.
Okay, so for those who don't know, Dre the Gemini just walked in and he's looking crazy, and I'm serious trying to figure out
what's going on.
How you doing? How you doing?
That's why. I guess because that's what I'm seeing.
You're seeing my head,
Like,
and it's a delay.
I don't see you.
You
Hi.
don't
How are
see
you?
Turn
me?
it.
Hello.
Hi, Dre.
How are you again?
I don't know.
I don't know, but I was
I
trying
don't
to make
know.
sure I saw.
On mine, I can see.
I don't know. I can see us.
You can see you.
We can see us on the computer too.
I think.
Your phone's retarded.
Do you have an Apple?
I definitely don't.
You're an Android.
Okay, is your screen
Yes, I'm
zoomed
sorry about that.
opened?
No, not at all.
I'm glad you're tuning in. Look, my coworkers support me. Oh,
Absolutely. Well,
Thank
make sure
you.
that everything is going well.
well, besides feeling like I think I'm stroking out today, yes.
Yeah, she needs some help after this one. We need to go ahead and get her to the
Emergency room.
emergency room, or
Yeah, I literally felt like I was having a stroke, and I came back to work.
Right.
So yeah, I have issues, people. I have issues. I'm a workaholic, and I don't know when to stop. I need help.
Yeah, bad.
First step is a minute.
Yes,
Yeah,
awareness.
that's
Now let's do something about it.
I know.
Let's do something about it.
Agreed. Yes.
Yes.
Hey, I went downstairs and got my blood pressure checked at least, and I took an aspirin.
Yeah, you're in the right building for that.
Yeah, right. But they're going home.
They're gone.
Yeah, they're gone. They left at 8.
So now after the show, it sounds like you need to go home too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, it sounds like I might need to go to the ER. Because this tingling is getting worse.
Okay. That.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
It's like a little alarming. I'm sitting here looking at her like,
I done had to reassure the people not to call the peoples because I was leaning into the chair because I'm cold.
yeah, I said
I said, I'm not falling out, people. I'm not falling out.
Is she falling out?
I'm not falling out. I'm just a little cold.
Okay.
She was a little warm, so we turned the air down. Well, turned the air on, and it got a little chilly for a second there, so I was like in the chair, and I'm like, I'm not falling out. Of course, because you smell good all the time, so it would be comforting.
Okay.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Look, thanks. My co-workers love me. Okay, so y'all, let's talk about, okay, so now let me give you this scenario.
Okay.
So like I was just saying, you have men who go to, they go out, they party with their boys, they go to the strip clubs.
Yes.
So why is it that women feel guilty to do the same?
A lot of times they have that pressure from their mate. I hate to say that. Or they'll have that pressure from themselves. And they just kind of take on the world, just like you said. So a lot of times they are made to feel in their relationship that if they do anything outside their mate, that is cheating.
You might as well sit down, and you can't get in there.
Yeah, you might as well.
I definitely am going home so I can get some mental health rest.
Right.
myself.
You're
Yes.
leaving your jacket with me?
Yes, I know. I know where you work. It's okay. You all enjoy the rest of the episode.
Not that he just came literally in here and then is just going to bounce on us.
Right.
Well, I was
So
trying
if
to
I
make
fall
sure that
out,
everything was
Dre
good.
knew about it.
Dre knew about it.
Dre knew.
Y'all be all right.
Bye. Shout outs to Speak on the Radio,
Right.
Dre the Gemini, or Dre the businessman. I don't know what you may know him as, but shout out to
Tonight
Dre.
is Dre the gentleman for giving you.
Yes,
that.
oh, he's always a gentleman.
Oh.
He's like our big old Teddy. We've nicknamed him Teddy Rupskin
Oh.
and Suge Knight. It's like a
Yeah.
two weird
I can see
combination.
the Suge Knight one.
But yeah,
Okay.
that like he has two personalities. Teddy Rupskin, Suge Knight. But he's always a gentleman. He always takes care of me. So hey,
Right,
that's my buddy.
Right.
We make sure each other's okay because we're always working.
Mm-hmm.
And he travels. He lives in E-Town, so he
Mm.
has to drive up here and drive
Oh,
back
Lord.
all the time.
Oh, so he's literally just going all the way back to E-Town with jacket left here and all.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, he
that's
loves
sweet.
where I live and
Yeah.
work, so I guess
Right,
it's
that's what
okay.
he
But yeah, he might have to come up here for a meeting. He does a lot of his business is up here, so
Right.
he's always up here. So I'll be feeling nervous and bad. I'll be like, text me, let me know you made it safe.
Right.
It's a long drive when you're tired. That's a
Lord.
long day. But okay, so
So a lot of times we were talking about that relationship. Yeah,
Okay.
that sounds a little different because there can be some toxicity there. Meaning the man might literally just have that expectation
I think it's a trust thing.
of their woman, and it could be a trust thing, but a lot of times, my grandmother said it best. If you're mistrusting too much, then maybe you should look at the person who's mistrusting.
Man in the mirror. Okay, so anyway,
All of that, but
okay.
yeah. But that's another
So-
reason why some females won't.
Okay, so then the scenario of but I can use that money to take care of my kids.
Okay. So I go back to the first thing we were saying about prioritizing yourself. That lady doesn't understand how to do that, and she doesn't understand her own value yet.
Okay, so to tie all this in, when we speak of adult fun, we're saying yes, it's okay for that girls' night out. Yes, it's
Yes.
okay to go out for a margarita, or
Yes.
yes, it's okay to meet up and have a glass of wine, or
Yes.
dinner, or a lunch,
Yes.
or a brunch. Go take yourself to the movies, or have a
Or
girls.
travel. There are whole travel groups. There are entire travel groups online, ladies. Entire travel groups that you all can join and go at a discount price. There are all types of things that you can do, and they have installments, cheaper installment plans with those types of
Payment
groups.
plans, lady. They work.
Right. And so you can literally put yourself on a layaway for a second and pay that off so you can go ahead and go on a trip. All of this is doable.
Right.
A lot of times we just live in our own stress, in our own world, in our own bubble, and we see everything through this view and this lens. See this lens right here?
Mhm.
That's the view. And so we only see what's in between there. We don't see everything else that is around it. That's a real easy way just to lose ourselves. So for that lady that says, hey, I just can't do that, I need to spend this instead, and it's not a necessity for her children, then she doesn't understand her own value, her own worth right then. And which is the whole point of
Okay,
being
so
pampered.
ideally, how often as women and men, because I'm going to say men too, I think
Mhm.
men, if you work, whoo, I'm not trying to talk bad about nobody, so I'm not going to say real men, because that's what I wanted to say, but men who are out here working, they've got a business, they doing what they supposed to do.
Mhm.
They got home lives, whatever, along with women who do that. How often do you think that they need to take that time out to have adult fun effectively?
Yes, all the time. I believe that these you should schedule your fun. A lot of times you don't schedule. You schedule everything else for your life, right?
Yeah.
You'll schedule your doctor's appointments, your children's appointments, things with school, work, whatever. But we don't schedule ourselves. So back to that prioritization. Scheduling yourself, making yourself a priority. No, today, me and you, hubby, are going out and having some adult fun. Or today, and splitting it out. Having those moments where, okay, if the couple or the man, because I'll pause and let's give the man a break here. Maybe they're stressed out as well. Maybe